Are you ready to make 2026 the year everything shifts in your favor? Before the new year arrives, there are 10 powerful steps you can take to prepare yourself for real success, happiness, and growth. Imagine starting the year with clarity, better habits, and a mindset built to music win. Imagine letting go of what's been holding you back and finally taking control of your direction. In this video, we're going to talk about shaping your mindset, learning new skills, improving your health, and preparing for the future. Stick with me because each step is designed to help you become a stronger, wiser, and more confident music version of yourself. So let's get started and make 2026 the year things change for the better. Music 1. Write down what you want in 2026. One of the biggest mistakes people make is moving through life without clarity. Think about it. Would you take a journey with no destination? Of course not. But that's exactly what your life becomes when you never decide what you truly want. Before 2026 begins, take some time alone and ask yourself, music, what do I want from this year? Don't rush it. Give yourself the space to think about what genuinely matters to you. And once you know, write it down. There is something powerful about putting your goals on paper. When they stay in your head, they're just music ideas. But when you write them down, they become real. You can see them. You can touch them. And your mind begins to find ways to make them happen. But don't write vague goals like, I want to be successful. That doesn't mean anything unless you define what success looks like for you. Be specific. Say, I want to earn $60, $80, or $100,000 this year. Or I want to lose 20 lbs by June. The more precise your goals are, the easier it becomes to track progress and stay motivated. Now, go deeper. Ask yourself why these goals matter. Because goals without meaning are hollow. Do you want more money to provide stability? Do you want to improve your health so you feel confident again? Do you want personal growth because you're tired of feeling stuck? The reason behind your goal is what gives it strength. Once you know what you want and why you want it, break your goals into categories. Career, health, relationships, music, personal development, because life is about balance. What good is financial success if you lose your joy, your health, or your relationships in the process? Music balance keeps you whole. Then set deadlines. Goals without timelines are just dreams you'll get to later. If you want to save $10,000, decide how much you'll save each month. If you want to read 12 books, commit to one per month. Deadlines create urgency. Review your goals every day. Keep them where you'll see them. Music on your wall, your phone, your mirror. Let them remind you why you're doing all of this. When you feel tired or discouraged, those words will remind you of the bigger picture. And tell someone you trust. You don't have to announce your goals to the world, but having one person who knows what you're aiming for makes it harder to give up. Writing down what you want in 2026 isn't just planning, it's claiming ownership of your life. Imagine music looking back a year from now and realizing everything changed because you took this music simple step. That's the power of clarity. This is your life, this is your year. Pick up the pen, decide what you want music, and make it real. 2, let go of the habits that are holding you back. Let me ask you something. Are your habits working for you or working against you? Really think about that because your habits shape your entire life. They influence your health, your mindset, your relationships, your finances, and your future. If you want 2026 to be your breakthrough year, you must confront the habits that are slowing you down. The first step is awareness. Sit with yourself and ask, what am I doing every single day that keeps me stuck? Maybe you're spending hours scrolling on your phone. Maybe you're skipping workouts. Maybe you're eating whatever is convenient instead of what fuels your body. Maybe you procrastinate or stay up too late or avoid responsibilities. Be brutally honest. No one needs to see music this list but you. But if you're not honest, nothing changes. Now, understand something important. Bad habits usually stay because they give us something, comfort, distraction, or temporary relief. They feel easy, they feel familiar, but those tiny moments of comfort are costing you something much bigger. Your long-term joy, your health, your progress, music, your dream life. So ask yourself, is that trade worth it? Once you know your bad habits, don't just try to stop them. That almost never works. Instead, replace them. Habits are patterns, and patterns need substitutes. If you tend to waste time scrolling, replace that moment with reading, learning, journaling, or taking a walk. Don't just say, I'll stop doing this. Say, when that urge comes, I'll choose this instead. Focus on what you will do, not just what you'll avoid. Start small. You don't have to change your life in one day. If you want to eat healthier, don't suddenly cut everything at once. Start by removing one thing, like sugary drinks. Small wins create confidence, and confidence fuels big change. Accountability helps too. When someone else knows your goal, you're less likely to slip back into old patterns. Track your progress, write it down, use an app, whatever works. Watching your improvement builds momentum. And listen, if you slip up, don't tear yourself down. Change is not linear. Growth comes with setbacks. What matters is getting back up quickly. Don't quit just because you had a bad moment. Your future depends on your ability to continue. Let's talk about the emotional part. Breaking bad habits isn't music comfortable. It won't always feel good. You'll have days where you're frustrated, tired, music, or tempted to go back. Those moments are where growth happens. Music reminds yourself what you're working toward. Picture the version of yourself in 2026 music who has already overcome these habits. Picture how much stronger, healthier, and more confident that version of you feels. Let that vision pull you forward when motivation fades. As you replace negative habits with positive ones, you'll start to notice something powerful. Your confidence will rise, your discipline will strengthen, you'll feel more in control of your life. And that small shift will spill over into every other area of improvement. Bad habits may feel small in the moment, but over time they shape your destiny. The good news, every single day you choose differently. You are reclaiming your future. You don't need to wait for the new year to change. You can start today, because the sooner you break free, the sooner you step into the life that's waiting for you. This isn't just about removing what's bad. It's about building a life you are proud of. And you can do it one day, one habit, one choice at a time. Now, before we dive into number 3, I just ask for one small thing. If you can take a second to like or hype the video, it really helps to reach more people who might need these words today. Thank you. Number 3, start preparing financially for your future. Your future is shaped by what you do right now. Music, especially when it comes to money. Saving isn't just about having extra cash sitting in a bank account. It's about creating stability, freedom, music, and peace of mind. If you don't start building that foundation today, your future self will be the one paying the price. And here's a reality check. No one is coming to rescue you financially. Not the government, not your job, not luck. This is your responsibility. First, get clear on why saving matters. Think about the life you want. Do you want to own a home, travel, retire comfortably someday, start a business? Whatever your vision is, it needs a financial base. Without savings, one unexpected issue, a car repair, a medical expense, a job change can send everything into chaos. But when you're prepared, life feels completely different. You move with confidence instead of fear. That's the power of saving. So, how do you begin? You don't need to turn your life upside down. Music, start by understanding where your money is actually going. For 1 month, track every expense, rent, groceries, coffee, subscriptions, music impulse buys, everything. You might be shocked at how much is slipping away on things that don't matter. Awareness is the doorway to control. Once you know where your money is going, create a simple plan. Decide on a percentage of your income to save every month, even if it's music, just 10%. What matters most is consistency, not the amount. If possible, automate it so the money goes straight into savings before you can spend it. When you don't see it, you don't miss it. Next, focus on building an emergency fund. Music life is unpredictable. Cars break down, health issues happen, jobs change. An emergency fund protects your peace. Music aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It will take time, and that's okay. Every dollar gets you closer. Now, here's where discipline comes music in. Saving isn't only about what you save, it's also about what you don't spend. Before you buy something, ask music yourself, do I really need this or do I just want it right now? Practice delaying gratification. Giving up a small pleasure today could be the reason you get to live your dream tomorrow. And when you're ready, learn about investing. Saving builds stability, but investing builds music growth. Even small, steady contributions to something like index funds or retirement accounts can turn into real wealth over time. Let compound interest do the music heavy lifting. Let's talk about the emotional side. Saving won't always feel fun. Sometimes you'll want to treat yourself, and sometimes saying not today will be hard. But think about how good it will feel to know you're secure, to know you're building something, music, to know you're moving closer to the life you want rather than drifting away from it. Protect your savings too. Avoid unnecessary debt. Credit cards and loans can steal your future. If you already have debt, music, focus on paying it down. The less you owe, the more you can keep. Then celebrate your milestone. Saving doesn't mean you never enjoy yourself. It means you enjoy responsibly. Music, remember this, saving is not just about money, it's about freedom. Freedom to choose. Music, freedom to breathe. Freedom to live life on your terms. Music, when you save, you're telling yourself, I am taking control of my future. Don't wait for the right time to start. The best time is music now. Every dollar you save today builds the life you'll live tomorrow, and your future self will be grateful music you started. Number 4, take time to reflect on the past year. Reflection is one of the most powerful tools for growth, yet most people never do it. Music life moves quickly and we rush from one year to the next without pausing to understand what actually happened. Music, but if you never look back, how can you know what needs to continue, what needs to change, and what needs to stop? Before 2026 arrives, give yourself the gift of reflection. Find a quiet moment, just you and your thoughts, and ask yourself, what happened this past year? Write it down, your wins, your mistakes, your progress, your setbacks. Putting it on paper makes everything clearer and gives you something real to work with. Start with your wins. What did you accomplish this year? Did you learn something new, achieve a goal, overcome something difficult, or simply keep going when things were hard? Celebrate those victories. Too many people skip past their achievements without appreciating them. Take a moment to feel proud. You earned that. Now look at the challenges. Where did things fall apart? Maybe you didn't follow through on something. Maybe you let fear hold you back. Maybe life threw obstacles your way that you weren't ready for. Don't judge yourself. Don't shame yourself. Instead, ask, what did this teach me? Mistakes are not failures. They are messages. They show you what needs to improve. The only real failure is ignoring the lesson. Be honest during this process. Reflection means facing uncomfortable truths. Maybe you spent too much time on distraction. Music, maybe you stayed in a situation that drained you. Maybe you didn't give your best effort. Recognizing these patterns isn't about guilt, it's about growth. Pay attention to how the year felt emotionally. Did you feel fulfilled, stressed, music, grateful, lonely, excited, or drained? Your feelings reveal what aligns with your soul music and what doesn't. If a job, relationship, or habit made you miserable, that's a sign something music needs to change. Look at the people in your life too, who supported you, encouraged you, helped you grow, who brought negativity, stress, or doubt. Your environment and music shapes your mindset. Moving forward sometimes means music letting go. Reflection is not about dwelling on the past, it's about using it as guidance for the music future. Think about what you want to carry into 2026 music and what you need to leave behind. Maybe it's a habit, a mindset, a fear, or even certain people. Letting go can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary if you want to evolve. Write down the lessons you learned this year. These lessons are stepping stones for who you are becoming. If you learn that discipline matters, commit to being consistent. If you learn that boundaries matter, start enforcing them now. Your reflection music becomes your roadmap. And remember gratitude. No matter how difficult the year was, there is always something to appreciate. Your health, your growth, your strength, your resilience, the lessons you gained. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's meaningful. Finally, make a decision to do better. Reflection without action does nothing. Use what you learn to create clear steps for 2026. This isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Take what worked, release what didn't, and step into the new year with clarity and confidence. Looking back isn't living in the past, it's learning from it. When you reflect on your year, you give yourself direction, you give yourself power, you give yourself growth. Don't let this past year fade into a blur. Reflect and walk into 2026, stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever. Number 5, focus on personal growth. Music personal growth doesn't just happen randomly, it's a decision you make every single day. If you want 2026 to be a year of real transformation, then your growth has to become a priority right now. The version of you that steps into the new year should be wiser, stronger, and more capable than the version standing music here today. Growth is the foundation for everything you want to achieve, and it begins with choosing to become better. Start by defining what personal growth means to you. It's not about comparing yourself to others or trying to be music perfect. Growth is about becoming the best version of yourself. Ask yourself, which areas of my life need improvement? Maybe it's your mindset, maybe your health, your discipline, music, your skills, your relationships. Write them down. Clarity gives direction. Begin with your mindset because everything starts there. How do you respond to challenges, setbacks, and opportunities? If your default response is negativity, doubt, or giving up, then that's the first thing that music needs to change. A growth mindset sees every failure as a lesson and every obstacle as a chance to get music stronger. Surround yourself with books, videos, mentors, and environments that inspire growth. Feed your mind with what elevates you. Next, invest in your skills. What do you want to learn in 2026? Maybe you want to level up in your career. Maybe learn a language. Maybe master a creative skill or build a business. Growth comes from learning, from curiosity, from consistently improving yourself. Even 20 minutes a day focused on learning something meaningful, music, can completely transform your life over time. Your physical health matters too. You can't grow mentally or emotionally if you're constantly tired, drained, or unhealthy. Are you eating foods that energize you? Are you moving your body? Are you sleeping music enough? These things may sound simple, but they influence your focus, your mood, your motivation, and your confidence. A strong mind needs a strong body to carry it. Now think about emotional growth. How do you handle stress, discomfort, and conflict? Music, do you react impulsively or do you respond thoughtfully? Emotional intelligence is a powerful form of growth. Practice pausing before reacting. Practice expressing your music needs clearly. Practice setting boundaries. Growth isn't just about what you do, it's about how you handle life. Build habits that reinforce your growth. Habits are the small actions repeated daily that lead to massive changes over time. If you want to read more, start with 1 chapter a day. If you want to exercise, commit to 10 or 15 minutes consistently. The key is not intensity, it's consistency. Growth is built in the days when motivation is low, but you show up anyway. And don't forget your environment. Music, the people around you influence who you become. Are the people in your life inspiring you, challenging you, supporting you, or are they holding you back, draining music you, distracting you from your purpose? Sometimes growth requires walking away from situations or people that are no longer aligned with where you're going. Make reflection part of your growth process. Ask yourself each day, what did I learn today? What could I improve tomorrow? Journaling helps you recognize patterns. Music track progress and stay intentional. Set specific goals for your growth. Don't just say, I want to grow. Define what growth looks like. Do you want to gain confidence, improve your communication, expand your knowledge, strengthen your discipline, be clear and break it into small achievable steps? Music, and most importantly, be patient with yourself. Growth is not a straight line. There will be days where you feel stuck, days where nothing seems music to be changing. But every small step is progress. Every effort matters. Focusing on personal growth isn't about improving just one part of your life. It transforms your entire life. When you grow, your opportunities expand. Music, your confidence rises. Your mindset strengthens. Your future gets brighter. Make personal growth your priority today, and you'll walk into 2026 as the music's strongest version of yourself. The best time to start growing was yesterday. The second best time is music right now. Number 6, forgive and let go of the past. If you want 2026 music to be a year of peace, growth, and real progress, this step is non-negotiable. Holding on to old pain, resentment, or regret only keeps you stuck. You cannot move forward if you're still tied to what's behind you. Letting go may be one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but it will also be one of the most freeing. Start by acknowledging what hurt you. Maybe someone betrayed music your trust. Maybe a situation left you disappointed or broken. Maybe you're carrying guilt over your own past choices. Whatever it is, don't bury it. You cannot release something you refuse to face. Write it down, the people, the moments, music, the feelings. Putting it on paper loosens the emotional grip they have on your heart. Understand this clearly. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was okay. It does not mean you justify it, forget it, or music, pretend it didn't hurt. Forgiveness means you refuse to let the past control you anymore. It's not for them, it's for you. Holding on to bitterness, music only chains you to the pain. Forgiving breaks those music chains. You might say, but they don't deserve forgiveness. Maybe they don't. But you deserve peace. Every time you hold on to resentment music, you are still letting that person or situation influence your present life. When you forgive music, you reclaim your power. You choose healing over suffering, growth over pain, peace over anger. Forgiveness is a process, not a switch. You might not be able to let go all at once. That's okay, some wounds take time. What matters is that you choose again and again to loosen your grip just a little more each day. Don't let the past decide your future. Now let's talk about the hardest part, forgiving yourself. Music, we are often our own toughest critics. Maybe you made mistakes, maybe you failed, maybe you hurt someone, maybe you didn't show up in the way you wish you had, but hear this. You are not your past. The past is gone. You cannot change it. You can only learn from it, and music do better moving forward. Let go of the shame. Take the music lesson and leave the weight behind. Sometimes what we need to release isn't a person, it's expectations. Music, maybe life didn't go the way you planned. Maybe your story looks different than you imagined. That does not mean you failed. Life changes. You grow, you adapt, and that ability to adapt is what creates strength. Letting go is an act of self-love. You do not deserve to carry the burden of old pain. When you let go, you give yourself permission to live again, to breathe again, to create something new. Letting go also means releasing anything in your life that no longer supports who you are becoming. Even if you invested time, music, effort, and emotion into it. If it's holding you back, it's time to music release it. Letting go makes space for better. Carrying resentment, music, fear, or regret is like carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. It slows you down and exhausts your spirit. When you release it, you free your heart and your future. Forgiveness is not about the past. It's about choosing your future. It's about reclaiming your peace and your power. Let go of what has already happened. Forgive what needs to be forgiven. Release what no longer serves your growth. Only then can you move forward with strength, clarity, and purpose, music, into the life that's waiting for you. The past is over. Don't let it steal one more day of your life. Your future is bright. But you have to let go so you can step into music it. Number 7, work on your mindset. Your mindset is the foundation for everything. The way you see the world, the way you solve problems, the way you respond to challenges, and the way you create your future. If you want 2026 to be the year you break through, you have to begin with your mind. Your mindset music is like the filter you look at life through. If that filter is negative, cloudy, or fearful, then everything in your life will reflect that. But when you shift to a mindset of growth, music, resilience, belief, and possibility, your entire reality starts to transform. The first thing to understand music is that your mindset is a choice. It isn't something that just happens to you, it's something you shape. You get to decide whether a challenge is a barrier or a chance music to grow. You get to decide whether you let setbacks define you or strengthen you. Your perspective is your power. Start with self-awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind every day. How do you talk to yourself? Do you believe in your abilities, or do you tear yourself down before you even try? Your mind is like soil. Whatever you plant there will grow. Plant negativity, and negativity grows. Plant confidence and possibility, and that's what will take root. One effective way to reshape your mindset is through affirmations. Speak to yourself with intention. Music, tell yourself, I am capable, I am worthy of success, I am improving every day, I can handle challenges. These words reprogram your belief system. They replace old limiting narratives with ones that strengthen you. Over time, these thoughts stop feeling forced and start feeling true. Another key to a strong mindset is embracing discomfort. So many people avoid struggle, avoid hard work, avoid uncertainty. But the truth is, music growth lives in discomfort. Every time you challenge yourself, you stretch music, your limits. When you step outside your comfort zone, even just music a little, you become stronger. And understand this, failure is not a defeat, it's a teacher. Every time you fall, you learn. Every time you learn, you rise wiser than before. Practice gratitude as well. Music gratitude shifts your attention from what's missing to what's present. When you make it a habit to notice what's going right, music, your health, the roof over your head, the lessons learned, the people who support music, your entire outlook begins to lift. Gratitude rewires your brain to look for the good music even in hard times. Your environment matters too. The people you surround yourself with, music, influence your mindset more than you realize. If you stay around negativity, gossip, or discouragement, your mindset will suffer. But when you're around people who encourage you, challenge you, and inspire you to aim higher, your mindset naturally strengthens. Choose your circle wisely. You also have to practice mental discipline. Negative thoughts will try to creep in. They always do. Your job is not to let them take over. When you hear thoughts like, I can't, or I'm not good enough, Stop and replace them with, I can, I am learning, I have what it takes. This small shift changes everything over time. Feed your mind with growth. Read books that expand music you. Listen to podcasts that challenge your thinking. Watch content that motivates you to aim higher. Your mind needs the right input to create the right output. And most importantly, take action. Nothing transforms your mindset like action. Action builds belief. Each step you take proves to your mind that you are capable. The more action you take, the more confidence you build and the less power fear has over you. Be patient with yourself. Music changing your mindset doesn't happen overnight, but if you show up every day, even in small ways, your thinking will evolve. You'll start to see progress in your confidence, your habits, your results, and your entire life. Believe in the strength of your mind, what you think you become. If you believe you can rise, you will. If you believe you can grow, you will. Your mind is one of the most powerful tools you have. Work on your mindset daily. Speak to yourself with power. Music, surround yourself with growth. Embrace challenges. Take action. When you transform your mindset, you unlock your potential. And when you unlock your potential, 2026 becomes the year everything changes. Music, change your thoughts, and you will change your life. Number 8, music, invest in your health. Your health is your greatest wealth. Without it, your goals, your dreams, your passion, none of it will feel fulfilling. Investing in your health isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. It's about having the energy, the clarity, and the strength to pursue the life you want. As 2026 approaches, music, your health cannot be something you get to later. It has to become a priority, a non-negotiable part of your music life. Start with understanding what your body truly needs. Everything begins with what you fuel yourself with. The food you eat is either nourishing you or draining you. Every meal is a choice. Are you supporting your body or are you making it work harder than it should? Shift away from processed foods, constant sugar, and empty calories. Choose foods that actually strengthen you. Vegetables, clean protein, music, whole grains, fruits, and healthy fats. These are not just health foods. These are the building blocks of your energy, your focus, and your longevity. Portion control matters just as much. Eating healthy doesn't mean eating endlessly. Listen to your body. Eat music slowly. Pay attention to hunger and fullness signals. Food is fuel, not emotional comfort. Music, not boredom relief, not distraction. Hydration is just as essential. Your body and brain depend on water to function. Dehydration affects your energy, your mood, your focus, everything. Start your day with water. Keep a bottle with you. Make hydration automatic. Movement is non-negotiable. Your body was designed to move. You don't need to spend 2 hours in the gym. Just find something you enjoy and do it consistently. Walk, stretch, lift, dance, swim, do yoga. The key is daily movement, even if it's just 20 minutes. Exercise doesn't just strengthen your body, it clears your mind, reduces stress, and boosts your confidence. And speaking of your mind, your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Stress, anxiety, and constant negative thinking drain your body's energy and weaken your overall health. Practice stillness, practice music breathing, practice being present, meditation, journaling, quiet reflection, time in nature. These are not luxuries, they are maintenance for your mind. Sleep is another major pillar. Your body repairs, restores, and resets while you sleep. If you're neglecting sleep, you're sabotaging your energy, your mood, and your decision making. Make rest a priority. Create a sleep routine. Stay off screens before bed. Aim for 7-10 hours of real uninterrupted sleep. Music preventive care matters too. Don't wait until something breaks to care about your body. Get checkups, pay attention to how you feel. Catch problems early rather than fixing them late. Be proactive, not reactive. Investing in your health also means breaking habits that work against you. Smoking, excessive drinking, overeating, constant stress. These things slowly destroy the life you are trying to build. Replace them with habits that lift you up. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Your emotional well-being matters too. The people around you affect your health more than you realize. Surround yourself with people who support you, inspire you, and encourage growth. And don't be afraid to step back from relationships or environments that drain your energy. Protect your peace. Track your progress. Notice your improvements. Music, even the small ones. Celebrate consistency, not perfection. What matters is that your music moving forward. Finally, remember this. Investing in your health is not a temporary challenge. It's a lifelong commitment. It's not about quick results. Music, it's about building a lifestyle that supports your greatness. The strength, music, confidence, and vitality you gain from prioritizing your health will influence every part of your life, your relationships, your goals, your happiness, and music, your future. Your health is the foundation. Protect it, strengthen it, honor it. Your future depends on it. Number 9, let go of what's holding you back. Releasing what weighs you down is one of the hardest yet most powerful steps you will ever take on your journey. Every one of us carries memories, music disappointments, fears, regrets, or relationships that no longer serve us. These things don't just sit in the background, they shape your decisions, your confidence, music, your energy, and your future. If you want 2026 to be the year you rise, you must free yourself from the chains that music are keeping you in the same place. Start by recognizing what's holding you back. Be truly honest with yourself. Is it a relationship that drains your energy more than it gives? Is it self-doubt that convinces you to play small? Is it negative habits you keep returning to even when you know they hurt you? Is it a memory you replay that still affects how you see yourself? Awareness is your first breakthrough. You cannot change what you refuse to music see. Then ask yourself why you've been holding on to these things. Is it because they are familiar? Because letting go feels scary. Because part of you fears what life might look like without them. Understand this. Staying in the same music place due to comfort is one of the most dangerous forms of self-sabotage. Growth is uncomfortable. Healing is uncomfortable. But staying stuck is music painful, and that pain lasts far longer. Let's talk about relationships. Sometimes the people we love the most are the ones keeping us from who we are meant to become. If someone consistently brings negativity, disrespect, chaos, or emotional heaviness into your life, it is not your job to carry that forever. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care about your peace more. It means you choose to protect your future music instead of clinging to your past. Self-doubt is another invisible cage. Think about how many dreams you have talked yourself out of. How many opportunities you backed away from, not because you weren't capable, but because you didn't believe in yourself. It's time to rewrite the story you tell yourself. Replace the voice that says, I can't, with I'm learning. Replace I'm not enough with I'm growing. Confidence is not something you find, it's something you build through repetition and courage. Letting go also means forgiving yourself. This is often the hardest part. Music. You're not the same person you were when you made those mistakes. You've learned. Music, you've grown. You've survived things that could have broken you. You deserve to move forward without dragging the past behind you like a weight. The past is done. Take the wisdom and release the rest. Forgiveness of others is just as music important. Holding on to anger or resentment doesn't protect you, it drains you. Forgiveness is choosing peace over pain. Music, freedom over attachment. You don't forgive because they deserve it. You forgive because you deserve a life that isn't controlled by old wounds. Fear of failure is another trap that keeps music people stuck. You may be afraid that if you let go of the familiar, you'll fail. But failure is not a music ending, it's part of your path. Every successful person you admire has failed, been rejected, music lost, restarted, and grown. Failure doesn't destroy you. Staying where you don't belong does. To truly let go, you also need to quiet your mind. Music, if your thoughts are filled with what-ifs, regrets, and replaying old pain, you leave no room for clarity. Practice journaling, reflection, breathing, or meditation, not as trends, but as emotional reset tools. Letting go happens internally before it happens externally. Will it hurt? Yes. Will it feel uncomfortable? Yes, but that discomfort is temporary. And what comes after is freedom, lightness, strength, music, self-respect. When you release what no longer serves you, you make space for something better. Better relationships, better opportunities, better peace. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is choosing yourself. And when you choose yourself, your entire life begins to change. Number 10, learn something new. One of the most powerful ways to evolve, stay music inspired, and prepare for a better future is to commit to learning. As 2026 approaches, music choosing to develop a new skill or deepen your knowledge can open doors you don't even see yet. Learning doesn't just change what you can do, it changes who you are. It strengthens your confidence, your adaptability, your creativity, and your ability to handle whatever life brings. The world is constantly changing. New industries emerge, new technologies appear, new opportunities evolve. If you're not learning, you're standing still. And when the world moves forward, standing still means falling behind. Learning keeps you sharp. It keeps you relevant. Music, it keeps you growing. Start by figuring out what excites you. What's something you've always wanted to try but never allowed yourself time to explore? Maybe it's learning a language, playing an instrument, improving your cooking, writing, coding, music, photography, public speaking. Whatever sparks curiosity inside you, that spark matters. Passion makes learning enjoyable. It fuels consistency. Once you choose what you want to learn, set clear intentions. If you want to learn how to cook, decide whether you want to master simple weekday meals or gourmet dishes. If you want to learn Spanish, decide whether your first milestone is introducing yourself, ordering food, or holding a 10-minute music conversation. When you break goals into small, meaningful steps, progress becomes easier and less overwhelming. Schedule learning into your life, not when you have time, but as something important. Even 15 to 20 minutes a day is enough to make real progress. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. A little bit every day compounds into something incredible. Don't be afraid to mess up. Music mistakes are not signs of failure. They are signs of learning. Every time you get something wrong, your brain is figuring out how to do it right. Progress comes from practice, not perfection. Be willing to be a beginner. Be willing to look foolish. Be willing music to start small. That's how growth works. Use the resources around you. The internet is filled with courses, music tutorials, books, videos, and communities dedicated to every skill imaginable. Whether you prefer structured lessons or learning by experimenting music, there's a path that fits you. Find the learning style that feels natural and enjoyable. Surround yourself with people who are also learning, growing, and challenging themselves. Music, join groups, communities, or classes where you can ask questions, share progress, and music stay encouraged. Learning is easier and more motivating when you're not doing it alone. And the music connections you make along the way could turn into friendships, collaborations, or even life-changing opportunities. Track your progress, write down what you practice. Music, record little wins, check off milestones. Watching yourself improve even slowly builds confidence and makes you want to keep going. Growth is not about being perfect. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday. And remember, not everything you learn has to be about career advancement or financial gain. Some of the most meaningful learning comes from doing music things simply because they bring joy. They make life richer. Learning strengthens your brain the same way exercise strengthens your body. It improves memory, boosts creativity, and helps you think better and faster. It expands your perspective. It opens your mind and it reminds you that you are capable of change at any age, at any stage. As you learn, ask yourself how you can apply what you're learning to support your life or help others. Knowledge becomes powerful when it becomes action. If you learn a recipe, cook it for someone you love. If you learn a new skill for work, use it to make someone's day easier. Growth shared becomes growth multiplied. Finally, make learning a lifestyle. Let curiosity become part of who you are. The more you learn, the more confident you become and the more possibilities you unlock. There are skills, music inside you waiting to be discovered. There are hidden passions you haven't met yet. There are versions of you you haven't stepped into yet. As 2026 approaches, challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone and learn something new. Whether it's something small or something that transforms your life, the journey will expand your mind, widen your world, and move you closer to the future you deserve. Learning music is the spark, growth is the flame, and your future is the fire waiting to burn bright. If you're still here, you're not like everyone else. Most people click away when it gets uncomfortable music, but you stayed. That means you're ready for more. Comment below, I choose growth, so I know who's stepping into 2026 music with intention and purpose. This is your new beginning. Remember, only you decide how limitless you are.